Find the average value of the function over the given interval. F of x is equal to 2 divided by x squared plus 1 over the interval -1 to 1. We're given our average value formula here. Okay, so what we need to do to find the average value this is our AB, so we will have 1 over 1 minus -1 times the integral from -1 to 1 of the function 2 over x squared plus 1 dx. Okay, now this becomes negative and negative makes positive, so this becomes 1 over 2. And that'll make it 1/2, and we also have a 2 here on top, so those two will cancel out. So this becomes a 2, which will cancel with that 2. Okay, so that becomes just the integral from -1 to 1 of 1 over x squared plus 1 dx. Okay, so that integral is inverse tangent, so it's going to be tangent inverse of x, and we're going to evaluate that from -1 to 1. Okay, so we were going to get tangent inverse of 1 minus tangent inverse of -1. Okay, so if you don't know how to find the value of tangent inverse, I can do one of these. Well, I can do both of them. So remember that inverse tangent only exists from -2 to pi over 2. Okay, so it only exists over here. This is -pi over 2. This is +pi over 2. Okay, and remember tangent is sine over cosine. So if the value inside is 1, what that means is if tangent inverse of 1 is equal to theta, then if we take the tangent of both sides, this says that 1 is equal to tangent theta. Okay, so where can tangent theta be 1? Well, remember that tangent theta is sine over cosine. Okay, so sine over cosine, in order for sine divided by cosine to be 1, then the value of sine and cosine have to be the same, because anything divided by itself is equal to 1. So the question we're asking ourselves is where on the unit circle, but between -pi over 2 and +pi over 2, where are sine and cosine the same? And that's going to happen at pi over 4. Okay, so at pi over 4, both sine and cosine there have values of √2 over 2. Okay, so for tangent inverse of 1, theta is equal to pi over 4. Likewise, tangent inverse of -1 equals theta. Okay, where are, on -pi over 2 to pi over 2, where are sine and cosine the same except opposite signs? Okay, well, that's going to be down here in the fourth quadrant, so this is -pi over 4. Okay, so cosine down here is positive, but sine is not. Okay, so that means that one of them is square root of 2 over 2, and the other one is negative square root of 2 over 2, which will give you -1, because we're looking where is -1 equal to tangent theta, or where is -1 equal to sine theta over cosine theta. So where are they opposite values? And they're opposite values at -pi over 4. So this is equal to -pi over 4. Okay, so if you go back up here, we found those values now. So the first one's going to be pi over 4 minus -pi over 4. And if you combine those, you get pi over 2. Remember, negative and negative make a positive, so you're adding pi over 4 and pi over 4, which is pi over 2. And that's going to be your average value on that interval.